Hello everybody and welcome to Marbula 1 Fantasy Tournament. Today we're going to watch race 3 and race 4 of the 10 of this tournament, championship. You want it, you want to call it however you want. Call it however you want. So here's the starting grid of race 2. I said this in the previous video and I will say this now once again. The only thing I can do in order to avoid all the marbles to start from the same position, because I have zero control of the starting grid, is to race as a different team every time. I did the same in Marble Rally, and I think I pretty much succeeded to the to make the starting grid as unbiased as possible. Right now, however, I have zero control over the 15 marbles that are starting over to this tournament, to this race. So if you see your marble starting from the same position, maybe at the back of the field or always at the front, it's total randomness. I have zero control about this, and I'm sorry if I'm spoiling this to you, but I cannot do much. However, if you have any nice ideas, please let me know down in the comments on how to fix that, or maybe add qualifying. I'm open to ideas, so yeah, feel free. Never mind, I digress. Let's go over to the second race of Marbula 1 Fantasy Tournament. All lights are on, and we go green at full linear, and who's going to be in first place is going to be the Kobolds. The Kobolds have only briefly the lead, but the Savage Speeders, they got the first place. Only for a fraction of a second, actually, because Team Primary. And now from the outside, what a move from them. The Savage Speeders, they had an excellent exit from the conveyor belt, and now the Kobolds, they're falling down the order. Well, not so much. The Savage Speeders need to hold on to this position up to the end of the race, because they finished last actually in the first race, and because we're using the Marble League scoring system with 25, 20, 15, 12, 11, 10 and so on until 1 point. 16th place gets 0 points. Marble 1 scoring system is a little bit different, and what a move from Team Plasma. They get into first place. They continue to impress us. This new livery, this returning team is going places. I mean, seriously. Where are the Limers? The Limers are sitting in 14th place. Not very good for them, actually, after winning. Oh, that was Team Galactic getting out of shape, and Limers, they are exploiting the mistakes of the others to climb up the order. They are running right now in 12th place. They're hoping to repeat their success in the first Grand Prix, where they won. It was a surprise to all of us, but I don't know. Is this a setback? Is this the normality for this team? Who knows? Surely hitting the walls at the exit of the sand section is not going to help you. The Savage Speeders have fallen down the order from first place now to 7th. Things are not going great for this, but we have a great battle at the front. The Shining Swarm getting the lead so far up to this point, and Team Primary are always there. They take no prisoners. And the Raspberry Racers try to hold on them. They try to hold off of them, and I'm safe from the Rangers. Got them into losing the final podium place. A little bit of slalom from Team Plasma. There might be a defensive strategy for Team Primary, but Team Primary passed. They proved to be great overtakers in this fantasy tournament. However, let's see who's going to have the better exit, and it's Team Plasma. Team Plasma regained second place, and they are going. Oh well, they blocked off. They made a mistake, but they blocked off the charging pace of Team Primary. Sorry, Team Plasma and Team Primary are together. What can I say? Although all these battles, the nudges and the hits of these two marbles is the perfect scenario for Shining Swarm, who are holding the lead. And almost a move from Team Primary on the outside, the turn 1, and now there's changing lines. It's not going to help them. The Rangers should be, well, they are very far down the order. But Team Plasma are not going to get the lead. Somewhere Shining Swarm got out of shape, and now they're feeling the pressure. Ooh, that would be a very nasty hit if they collided with each other. But they had so much speed at the exit of turn 3. They hold on to the lead. The Savage Speeders are sitting still in 6th place. They're fighting with Raspberry Racers and the Arrangers. Classic Marbula 1 teams. I'm sorry for the fans of Raspberry Racers that they weren't able to see their team compete in Season 3, but you see, it's all about the results, and if you don't compete at the top of your level, then you're out. However, right now, Raspberry Racers in 5th place. They charge for 4th place, and maybe they can hold on to go to the podium places, but who cares? Right now we're in lap 17 of 2022. Team Primary and Team Plasma, they still have to fight for each other for 2nd place, and Team Primary gets on by. And now they charge in to get first place from Shining Swarm. They get from the outside again, so much speed, and they have the speed. They almost passed them, but the hard hit on the wall of the exit of the sand section, of the 2nd sand section, didn't help them too much to get the lead. Lap 19 of 22. Oh, sorry, Grace. I didn't want to mute you for so long. Yeah. We're approaching the end of lap 19.
The order right now, the Shining Swarm.
Thank you, Greg.
Team Primary, Custom Team 1, and the Savage Speeders.
Custom Team 1 is Team
Followed by
Plasma.
the Raspberry Racers, the Arrangers, the Balls of Chaos, and the Limers.
Well, Midnight Wisps are not performing, but look who's in last place. Red number 3 is not performing at all. But let's go. Oh, we almost missed a move for the lead. The Shining Swarm have a relatively healthy lead going to the final lap. 2nd place is Team Primary. 3rd place Team Plasma, and they are really feeling the pressure from the Raspberry Racers. But let's go to the winners. Shining Swarm get the win only by a margin from Team Primary. Team Plasma run on the podium, and then the rest of them. Let's go and see the last place marble, red number 3. 25 points for Shining Swarm. Team Primary 20 points, only 99 milliseconds. I think this is only for the style. I mean, regardless of the distance you have from the lead, it's only for the motivation. Either you finish 1 millisecond behind first place or 10 seconds behind first place, you're still 2nd. Well, unless you have other marbles between you and first place. But you see, Team Primary, they have the pace. They have all the momentum to be fighting for a championship in Marbula 1 Fantasy Tournament. In the previous race, they got a 9th. In the previous race they got 9th place and 7 points. Now they got 20 points, so that's a good tally. But this is the final results for race 2. Let's go and see the standings so far. The championship is already hot. I know it's very early to predict who will perform better compared to others, but right now Shining Swarm and the Limers are sharing first place with 33 points each, with 1 first place and 1 8th place each in the first 2 rounds. Then Team Primary, steadily 27 points, only 1 point in front of the Balls of Chaos and Team Plasma. It's been a surprise to see a team out of retirement competing so well in Marbula 1. Indigo Stars 22 points, 18 for the Raspberry Racers, Team Galactic 15, 14 for Midnight Wisps, 13 for Wolfpack, 10 each for the Arrangers and the Savage Speeders. I don't know if this is a coincidence. The Savage Speeders are in front because they have better results. You see ties are broken by position count back. 9 points for Mellow Yellow, and for Crazy Cat's Eyes as well. Sorry, Crazy Cat's Eyes are in front of Mellow Yellow, so yeah. The Cobalts 8 points and only 3 points for red number 3. It fits the theme, I know, but this team needs to get more points if they want to compete in the revolution of marble racing. So, without any further ado, let's go to Grand Prix 3. And so, the second Grand Prix is set to begin. Once again, the grid is randomized. I really hope that we don't have any teams starting from the same position. So, let's get into it. We will skip the demo run. Here's the starting grid. First place for the Shining Swarm, our previous winners. This time we're playing as limers, and we won't change the marble. We will use the default because you see, I want to have the minimum, the absolute minimum contribution to the final results. I can't manipulate the positions of all 16 marbles, but I surely can. I don't know. I have zero idea, actually. I don't know if the team I select is starting out always from the same position, but here is it. Here it is. Let's go. You see the roster, lights are on, and we're ready to race. I ended it great this time, and red number 3 is holding the first position only for the first part of the circuit. Now they are losing to the Raspberry Racers. The Raspberry Racers want to win this. I mean, everyone wants to win this, but the Raspberry Racers are pretty high up the standings, and they surely want to win the race in order to be title contenders. But right now, Midnight Wisps and red number 3 are really there. The Midnight Wisps have gotten the better entrance into the conveyor belts, and now they are getting first place. Now they lost all podium positions, I think. Let's see. Let's zoom on into them. Yes, they're in 4th place right now. One bad exit can send you straight from first place all the way down to outside of the top 3. Right now they're fighting with red number 3, but guess who's joined the chat? Mellow Yellow, the best overtaker from Marbula 1 Season 3. Mellow Yellow gets by. No!
To begin the next lap.
Red number 3 are holding on third place with a nice move from the outside into turn 1. But now Mellow Yellow are really there. They're side by side with the Raspberry Racers, and they pass on to second place with red number 3 in first place. Oh, well. What do I have here? Host team got first place, but only slows out from red number 3, and now the Midnight Wisps take that first place from red number 3.
Is tiredness setting in, or are they just
wow, whoa. That was a very hard hit from red number 3. They lost all their momentum. Wow, they dropped from first place all the way down to 9th. What's happening with them?
The Raspberry Racers,
and now they are
the Crazy Cat's Eyes.
You see, they have a very big distance between them and the marbles in front, especially podium places. And now Crazy Cat's Eyes are holding third place.
As we can see,
but Mellow Yellow, they are really close, and they a double move, a double pass. Great move from Mellow Yellow. Can they hold on? Let's see how they exit the conveyor belt. And Raspberry Racers, they had a very good exit from the conveyor belt, but they hit from behind the marble from Mellow Yellow. And now Midnight Wisps, they had a terrible exit from the science section, and now it's everybody's race. Who's got a better exit? The Crazy Cat's Eyes. The Crazy Cat's Eyes are in first place, second place for the Midnight Wisps, but they hit the exit of the sand section, and now they're in 5th place, side by side with Mellow Yellow, who got 3rd place from Balls of Chaos. They were playing really smart. They outsmarted Balls of Chaos, thinking that Mellow Yellow would be having a fight with Midnight Wisps, but instead they passed them. But right now everything is history, because the developing is so fast. The development of the race. Let's see, where's red number 3? Oh, we saw a very nice move from the Kobolds on the very last minute. We might have to see this on the replay. But nothing is working for red number 3 so far. They had first place, but they had this terrible mistake that dropped them down in the order. But you see, it's not only the mistake they made; it's a performance altogether. can't compete at the top level with the rest of the marbles. Team Galactic right now, 4th place, but Savage Speeders out of nowhere, they're in 3rd place. At the exit of the conveyor belt, a hit from behind from the Crazy Cat's Eyes to the Midnight Wisps only made them lose time. Oh, and the Savage Speeders lost time at the exit of the Sun section. Oh, 1st place for the Crazy Cat's Eyes.
Everybody
We
crossing
are
the line once
at
more
2/3 of the
lap.
race distance, and the whole scene is holding on. A hit on the exit of the Sun section is not helping them. The Rangers are pretty much there. Ooh, side by side with the Savage Speeders. Can they hold
Only
on?
a few
No.
laps remaining.
No, they can't hold on the momentum and pass them, but they have a second chance here. Only to blow it. For the Savage Speeders, they have 2nd place, the Midnight Wisps, Marblearth 2018 champions. They have the lead so far. Team Galactic in 6th place. Someone would say that Team Galactic have the tendency to finish in 5th. Let's see if this tournament will be the
Taking a look
case.
at the order right now, it's
Let
the
me know
Midnight
down in the
Wisps,
comments what
the
place
Savage
do you think
Speeders,
Team
the
Galactic
Rangers,
are going to
and
finish in the end.
Crazy Cat's Eyes. Followed
We
by
have
the Raspberry
only
Racers, Mellow
5 or 6
Yellow,
days
the Shining Swarm,
to know the
and
final
Team
results,
Galactic.
because as I told in the previous video, I will be uploading every day 2 races, and hopefully this will make up for the silent period from the main JMR channel, where we don't upload too much right now.
As we
Well,
start
we don't
the
upload
final
any
lap.
videos, but here we have Marble Orchestra, Marbula won Fantasy Tournament, and great battles throughout the field. Into 1st place, we see in the distance, final lap, who's going to win? It's going to be the Midnight Wisps, the Raspberry Racers, Savage Speeders, and the Rangers. Top 4 all Marble League winners at least once. Team Primary 5th place, 6th place for the Crazy Cat's Eyes. They had the lead for a great amount of laps, but they missed out. Still, 10 points, not a bad result, not too shabby. 7th place for Balls of Chaos, then Team Galactic, Mellow Yellow, Shining Swarm, the Limers. They cannot replicate their success of the 1st race, and they are getting 5 more points. Not great, not terrible. Wolfpack, 4 points for them, 3 points for Team Plasma, the Cobalts, 2 points, 1 point for Red number 3, and no points for the Indigo Stars. Indigo Stars started with a brilliant first Grand Prix in 2nd place, but then they finished in 14th and 16th place. Well, let's see the overall standings so
Let's
far,
watch on the replay.
as we see some highlights from the race. You see, Red number 3 had the lead in the first part of the race, but then everything fell apart. But anyway, let's see the standings. And surely we have some changes in the championship fight. 1st place for Midnight Wisps, tied with our winners of the 2nd Grand Prix, Shining Swarm, with 39 points. Then in 3rd place, we have the Limers. The Limers are not performing very well so far, but because they had this very first win, they still hold on to 1st place, to 3rd place, sorry. Even though they are tied, we have a 3-way tie with Team Primary and with Raspberry Racers and Team Primary. Then with 35 points, Balls of Chaos, 29 points, a bit further down the order, Team Plasma, 25 points for the Savage Speeders, and then we have another tie with Indigo Stars and the Rangers, 19 points for the Crazy Cat's Eyes, Wolfpack 17 points, just 1 point behind them are Mellow Yellow, 10 points for the Cobalts, and only 4 points for Red number 3. Things are going from bad to worse. Well, it's an improvement from 0 points. Getting 1 point it's an improvement, but yeah, we will see what happens in the next video with races 4 and 5. Shining Swarm, Midnight Wisps, Limers, Team Primary, and the Raspberry Races are really there. It's 5 teams, only 1 point, and we are in 1/3 distance of this championship. Hope you enjoyed these videos. Give them a like if you want, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Until next time, I hope you keep safe and sound and keep it rolling. See you tomorrow, guys. Cheers.